Okay, let me move on to the new question. So this is from Samarth Barshi, Karnataka. He asks, can I even be reborn as tree or microbe? Do they have Jivatma? If not, why? So he wants to know in his next life if he can be reborn as a tree or a microbe, and whether trees and microbes have Atma. Thank you, Guruji.
Yes, trees are definitely having soul. It is very much, we also know, our modern science also know, and we also know from like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, everywhere we know about that. There is no doubt about it actually. And everything we know, we define someone is like a organism or not, basically based on this cell. Have someone with a single cell. So even for us, when we are like conceived at mother's womb, so it just starts with a single cell. Then only it divides everything. So that way, at that time also we are having like we the soul is there, Atma is there basically. So that way, by going with science, even if something which has got even a single cell, so that has got life in it. So the soul in it. That's what we need to understand. So someone asks the question. Many times people have asked me the questions that how come the population is increasing here? So all the souls are same, all such things. These are all beyond our comprehension. We cannot even imagine actually. We cannot even imagine how many souls are there, how many, all those things. We should not be even thinking about counting. Everything is beyond even this universe. When we talk about billions of galaxies, how can we imagine about the number of souls, all those things? All beyond our thing. But for your question, anything which is having at least even a single cell, so that has got soul. So the trees have got also cells. So the cells, what we have, the humans also, we have cell, and trees also have got their cells. But only some differences in their cells. But most of the other things are very, very similar. In the way the cells, they replicate, they grow, they divide, all those things, everything. They also have cells, chromosomes, everything. Trees also have. So that way, they have soul. There is no doubt about it. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Guruji. And then in this life, we are born as a human. So is it possible that in the next life, we are born as a tree or as a microbe, or like, let's say a germ?
Anything is possible. We don't know. So everything is grouped together, our mind. So our mind at the time of death, what our mind thinks. Srotram chaksuhu sparsanam rasanam granameva. Srotram chaksuhu sparsanam rasanam granam evacha adhishtaya manaschayam visayan upasevate. So Srotra means ears, Chakshugu eyes. Srotram Chakshugu, Rasanam, Granam. So Sparsanam, so skin, Rasanam means the tongue, and Granam means the nose. Everything is grouped together, our mind at the time of death. What our mind remembers at the time of death. Adhishtaya Manaschayam Visayan Upasevati. So whatever, it is possible that next birth we can become a tree or microbe. Anything is possible. It all depends upon how we are making use of this life. But of all these species, this human life is a very, very precious life. This is something, what the opportunity we have got, this human body, human legs, hands, human brain. It is a rare opportunity we have got it. We have to make use of it. If we don't make use of this human body in the right way, and if we misuse it, and if we then the next birth we will get into any tree or anything, so then our life is going to be miserable in this way all the time. So that's why we need to study Bhagavad Gita. This is a very, very rare opportunity. But Krishna is saying that even among human beings also, only 1 in 1,000 will endeavor for perfection. Manushyanam sahasresu kaschit yatati siddhe. So we are all that 1 in 1,000. So we are doing it, Krishna's mercy. We need to make use of this opportunity. We should not let this go waste. So, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji.